The Haunting Journey of Bangor, Maine. Bangor, Maine, a quaint town known for its rich history and charming streets, harbored secrets darker than its postcard-perfect exterior. With its deep ties to maritime history and the eerie fog that frequently rolled in from the Penobscot River, it was a magnet for ghost stories and unexplained phenomena. One cold October evening, a group of friends, Jessica, Ryan, Claire, and Ben, arrived in Bangor for a weekend getaway. Drawn by whispers of the infamous Gleason Manor, an abandoned mansion on the outskirts of town, they decided to explore it. The locals warned them about strange occurrences, glowing lights in the windows, disembodied voices, and an unsettling shadow that seemed to follow visitors who dared approach. "The locals are just trying to scare us," Ryan said confidently as they walked up the overgrown driveway leading to the decrepit manor. The building loomed before them, its once grand facade now weathered and crumbling. Vines snaked up its walls, and shattered windows gave it a hollow, skeletal appearance. The group pushed open the creaking door and stepped inside. The air was stale, carrying the scent of decay and damp wood. Dust motes floated in the faint beam of their flashlights. "Creepy," Claire whispered, her voice barely audible. They wandered through the rooms, each one more unsettling than the last. Faded wallpaper peeled from the walls, and broken furniture lay scattered like forgotten relics of a bygone era. In the grand foyer, a massive chandelier hung precariously, its crystals dull and lifeless. "Why would anyone abandon this place?" Jessica asked, her voice echoing. Ben shrugged. "They say the Gleason family disappeared one night, vanished without a trace. Some think it was murder, others say something darker." As they explored, they found an old staircase spiraling upward. Against their better judgment, they climbed it, the wood groaning beneath their weight. On the second floor, they discovered a locked door with strange symbols etched into the wood. "What's this?" Claire asked, running her fingers over the carvings. Ryan, always the skeptic, tried the door handle, but it wouldn't budge. "Looks like it's stuck." Jessica noticed a dusty journal on a nearby table and flipped it open. The faded handwriting described the Gleason family's final days. Entries filled with paranoia, cryptic warnings, and references to a malevolent presence in the house. The final entry read, "Do not open the room. It will find you." "What does that mean?" Ben asked, glancing nervously at the locked door. Before anyone could respond, a loud bang echoed from downstairs. They froze, their hearts pounding. "Did you hear that?" Jessica whispered. Ryan nodded. "Probably just the wind." But deep down, they all knew it wasn't the wind. Suddenly, the air grew icy and their breath became visible. A low, guttural moan resonated through the house, followed by faint whispers. "We need to leave," Claire said, her voice trembling. As they turned to go, the locked door creaked open on its own. Darkness spilled from the room like a living thing, and the whispers grew louder, forming indistinct words. Ben shone his flashlight inside, revealing a room covered in strange markings and symbols. In the center stood a mirror, its surface cracked, but reflecting an unnatural, swirling mist. "Don't go near it," Jessica warned, but Ryan, ever curious, stepped closer. As he approached, the whispers turned into a deafening roar. The mist in the mirror began to take shape, a figure with hollow eyes and twisted features. It reached out, its skeletal hand breaching the mirror's surface. Ryan stumbled back, but the figure lunged, its claws grazing his arm. He screamed as the room erupted in chaos. The chandelier crashed to the floor and the walls seemed to close in, the symbols glowing ominously. "Run!" Ben shouted, grabbing Jessica's hand. They bolted down the stairs, the house shaking violently. The whispers followed them, accompanied by inhuman growls. As they reached the front door, it slammed shut, trapping them inside. The figure from the mirror appeared at the top of the stairs, its form flickering like a flame. Jessica remembered the journal and shouted, "The symbols! They're a seal! We need to close the door upstairs." Summoning every ounce of courage, the group raced back to the room. Ryan, clutching his injured arm, pushed the door shut while Jessica traced the symbols with her flashlight. As the last symbol was illuminated, the figure let out a piercing scream and dissolved into the darkness. The house fell silent, the oppressive air lifted, and the whispers faded. The friends staggered outside, collapsing on the overgrown lawn. They watched as the manor's windows glowed faintly before the house seemed to sink into itself, leaving nothing but an empty clearing.